guys, welcome back. Today we are going to practice normal distributions. Let's begin. The number of, okay, let me zoom first, you can see it. Okay. The number of nails of a given length is normally distributed with a mean length of 5 inches. So it's a 5 inches, that's the mean, right? Now, and standard deviation of 0.03 inches, find the number of nails in a bag of 120 that are less than 4.94 inches long. So, guys, the mean is 5. The mean is 5 inches. Okay? Now, he wants to know how many nails out of the 120 that would be that are less than 5.94. 5.94, less than 5.94. In this case, because the mean is 5 and he wants less than 4.94, so we need to go backwards. So we subtract the standard deviation 0.03 how many times? That's the first time and that's the second time. Okay? So we subtract 0.03 from the 5 twice and we get to 4.94. So we need to subtract it twice. That's 1 and that's 2. So it'll be here. Okay? Now he wants less than 4.94 inches long. So he wants less, which means it's going to be 2.5% out of the 120. So if we take 2.5% times the 120, it's about 3 nails. It's about 3 nails. So if we go here, and it's going to be the last one. So you multiply the 2.5% times the 120 nails. Question 2. Identify the mean and standard deviation of the graph. Of course, guys, the mean is the one in the middle. In this case, let me zoom in. The mean will be the 95. This will be the mean. And the standard deviation, you take any two numbers next to each other, and this will be the standard deviation. And you subtract them, of course. So, for example, 95 minus 83, okay? 95 minus 83, in this case, it's going to be 12, and this will be the standard deviation. Okay, each time we add 12, so 59 plus 12 is 71, 71 plus 12 is 83, 83 plus 12 is 95, and etc. That is it. So the standard deviation is the mean is 95 and the standard deviation is 12. A set of data has a normal distribution with a mean of 50 and a standard deviation of 8. What percent of the data should be greater than 34? Same thing, guys, there's no difference. So, a set of data, so the mean is a 50, right? The mean is 50. Now, and the standard deviation is 8, he wants greater than 34. So, because he wants 34, so we go back twice. So we subtract 8, that's the first one, and then we subtract another 8 to get to the 34. So we need to go backwards twice. So this is the mean, we go backward twice, and we add the percentages. when we add the percentages, it's going to be, of course, it's going to be 97.5%, and this will be the answer. This will be the answer. Okay? 97.5% of all of 50, all of the numbers will be greater than 34. This will be the answer. Now this one is easy. All you need to do is look at the graph. I don't know if you'll be able to, but it says the heights of men in a survey are distributed normally about the mean. So this is the mean, right? You can see that this is the mean, the 7. Okay? According to the graph, about what percent of men aged between 25 and 34 are less than 70 inches? Less than 70 inches. Between the ages, which ages? 25, between age 25 and 34. So this is the height, this is the percent of men. So between 25 and 34 are less than 70 inches tall. So this is 70 inch, okay, and they want less than 70 inch, okay? And all you need to do, for example, this one, it could be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So you need to see how many, the percent, right? You need to find the percent. So less than 70, this is 70, less than 70, this one. So this one is about 13. So you just take 13. Now the graph is not accurate, so sometimes it's not going to be an accurate answer, but the closest one, you pick it up. You pick it. So the second one is this one, and it's between 10 and 12, which is could be 11. So it's going to be 11%. This one, it's going to be, wow, you see? It's like really close to a 5.5. And the one below is 4, let's say 4. So let's say 5% and 4%, okay? Let's say 5%, 4%. This one, let's say it's 3% and 1%. Okay? And all you need to do is add these numbers. These are the percentage of these men who are less than 70 inches. So 13, 11, 24, 29, 33, 36, and the last one is 37%. So it's around 37, okay? Now if we look at the answers, the closest one, as you can see, is 39, so you can choose the 39. Again, the graph is not accurate, so we can't know, but it's easy. Now, identify the mean and the standard deviation of the graph. Of course, the same, guys. We said to find the mean. To find the mean, it's the one in the middle, which is 23.8. And the standard deviation, you subtract two numbers next to each other. Let's say, for example, these two, so it's going to be 23.8 and minus 18.6, okay? So 4, we have 19, another 4.4, 5.2. So the answer would be the third one, 5.2. Okay, this will be the answer. This is one of the easiest questions you can find. Again, you can subtract any two numbers you want. Subtract these two numbers, these two numbers, these two, as long as they're next to each other. The heights of men in a survey are distributed normally about the mean. So suppose the survey included 100 men, about how many would you expect to be between 69 and 71 inches? So between 69 and 71 inches. So the same thing, guys. Now he wants between 69 and 71. So 69, that's 68, okay, inches. He wants 69 and 71. So if that's 68, so it's gonna be here 69, right? So it's about, as we said, this one is about 13%. Okay, this one is about 13%. Oh, what happened? Oh, no. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying. So I'll just show it. So this is about 13%. This is about, let's see, this is, we said 13%, right? This is about 15, 12, 14, 16, 15, and this is about 15, and this is about 12, also 15. So it's about 30 and 41%. If I'm not mistaken, you take the 41% and you multiply it, 41%, and you multiply it times the 100 men. Okay, 41%, you multiply them by 100 men. So it's gonna be, I think, it's around 43 men. So because, again, the graph is not accurate, but you just add the percentages and you multiply it times 100 because he said about 100 men. The same thing, this one is the same question, so I'm not gonna solve it. Just look at it and see what's the closest answer. Also, the same one, you add the percentages and you find the answer. Let's solve this one. So this one, a set of data with a mean of 62. So the mean is 62. Okay, that's the mean, the average. And the standard deviation of 5.7 is normally distributed. Find the value that is -1 standard deviation from the mean. So -1, which means you need to subtract 1 time the standard deviation. 1 time. If it was -2, subtract twice. So -1 standard deviation. The standard deviation is 5.7. So I need to subtract the 5.7 just once. So it's going to be 62 minus 5.7. And it's going to be 70, like, what are these? 62 minus 5.7, 56.3. That's the answer. That is the answer. Question 10, let's solve this one, the last one. According to the graph, about what percent of the bags weighs between 49.8 and 50 pounds? So between 49 and 50. So we have, let me use the pen. So we have 1, 2, and the 50. Are you good? 48. Perfect. So about what percent? So it's about how many? So this one is about in the middle. So let's say 12%, for example. Let's say this one is about 16%. So we have 12% plus 16%. And 50 is about 20%. So plus 20%. Again, it's not accurate, so it's going to be the closest one. So in this case, it's going to be 28, which means 38%. So the closest to 38, as you can see, if we need to check, I can see that the 40 is the closest, would be the answer. That is it as for today. Again, if you have any questions, please email me, and have a wonderful day.